Everyone, Dennis K here with Belize Islands Real Estate. I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone who has been hitting up my Buy Me a Coffee link, buying me coffee, scheduling these Zoom calls. Have had an amazing time getting to know you and will continue to do so. I have a couple other calls today, tomorrow, Monday's booked, Tuesday's booked. This is fantastic. Love you all and looking forward to helping you live the dream. Today's video is about the big announcement that came out a few days ago. What big announcement? Well, you've probably heard. August 15th, the International Airport in Belize opens back up. So it's a big woohoo, right? Not so fast, guys. You know, I've thought long and hard about making this video as far as what advice I'm giving my clients and future clients and all those of you who are looking to either move to Belize, buy property in Belize, or just come down for a vacation. You know, my inbox right now is full of emails from every single resort, tour company, real estate broker in Belize announcing this big announcement. Hey, 6 weeks from now, Belize opens its doors. Woohoo! Is that the message that I want to give my clients? Tell you what, I've always been open and honest and real with you, and I'm going to be doing so the same in this video. And I might get some hate on this because there's a lot of people and a lot of views, and you can't say anything these days without someone having a contrarian view and calling you an idiot and saying you're stupid for feeling the way you do. You know what? That's all good and fine, because this is what I'm going to do for Steph and I, and this is my advice for my clients. First of all, consider carefully when you will come down to Belize, your reasons for doing so, the experience that you're going to have. And so I'm going to break this video now up into a couple different parts. Number one, if you are looking to relocate to Belize, many of you are. I've had a lot of you on the Zoom calls over the past 60 days saying your house is for sale, you're waiting for it to close, you're selling your cars, everything is going in storage, boom. As soon as you can, you're moving to Belize. Should you do it August 15th or shortly after? Absolutely. Take advantage of that window of opportunity. We don't know what's going to happen here in the future. They're talking about second, third waves, fourth waves. Who knows the next 12, 18 months is going to bring as far as COVID-19 goes and other issues that are facing the world today. So if you want to get out of the U.S. or Canada, get out now. Just go for it, man. Buy those tickets, get on that plane, wear your mask, get down to Belize, find yourself a place to rent for 6 or 9 months or a year, and just get yourself settled in and start your new chapter of your life. Do not put it off, man. If you're ready now, what I would suggest is before you make the move, let's say you booked a flight for September 1st, please take every precaution before you come down. Self-quarantine for 14 days before you get on that plane. Try to be as careful as possible. Why? You want to respect the country that you're moving to, man. No matter what your personal views on this whole thing are, and again, there's a lot of them, man. You know what? The bottom line is you're going to move into somebody's neighborhood. These Belizeans are friendly, they're kind, they're hospitable people, and you want to show respect for them. You want to show love for them. So when you move, try all you can, as hard as you can to show up in their country free of coronavirus, right? Do whatever you can. When you get there, get yourself an apartment, get settled in. Don't use that time to start pretending like you're on this big vacation. Yeah, sure, spend some money, do a couple things, but just, do it over time. Take precautions. Belizeans need help right now. A lot of them are suffering, especially a lot of my friends in Ambergris Caye. They haven't had any tourism work for a long time. They're running low on funds. So yeah, you know what? Help them out when you can. When you go to the restaurants, to tip generously, man. Just tip everywhere you go. An extra $5 might not mean anything for you, but it might mean a lot for them. So tip well. Take care of those people who are going to be your future neighbors. All right. Now, if you're just looking to go and check out the country, for instance, you say, you know what, I'm going to be retiring in the next 3, 4, 5 years. I want to go down to Belize and check it out. Don't go in August, man. Don't go in September, October, November. There's no reason for that. There's no rush on this thing, especially because going into September and October, those 2 months of the year potentially have the most rain and the most bad weather that we see throughout the year. So, for example, Belize doesn't get many hurricanes. And if you want to know more about hurricanes, check out the link, several videos below that Steph and I did about hurricanes and the rarity with which they hit and what we do if they do hit. But if Belize is going to get a hurricane. It's going to hit probably in September, October, and there are many reasons for that. So let's say, you know, that one time that you want to go down and check out Belize to see if this is a great place for you to move to, and you land and you have more rain than usual, right? And then what if there's a threat of a hurricane? So now instead of enjoying yourself, you're watching this thing out in the Caribbean somewhere, wondering, okay, is it going to hit Honduras, Belize, Cancun, Florida, Texas? You know, it's just not the experience that you're looking for. I give the example. Let's say that you and your family have never been to Disney World before, and you always thought that, man, you know what? Disney World looks pretty cool. I've seen these videos. I've been talking to people that have been there. I follow the message boards. Let me go right when it opens up, when they have all these restrictions in place and I got to wear a face mask and it's 85, 90 degrees. Is that the experience that you want you and your family to have your first time at Disney, right? Or would you say to yourself, you know what? I don't need to go to Disney right now. I can wait. You know, there's no rush. Let's wait 6 months, 9 months, a year, because I know it's going to be there, and I know eventually we're going to get back to normalcy. So if you're just coming out to check out the country, wait to the end of November, December, January, February. There's no rush. Now, the third group of people I want to talk about is those of you who are buying for the future, either to have your own place in Belize or you're buying as a real estate investor. Right now, tell you what, we have an opportunity, and I'm talking about we, myself included. There's an opportunity right now to take advantage of the wave that's coming. Here's what's happening. Ever since March, people have had their plans to come to Belize disrupted. Many of those people that come to Belize come for a vacation, but they also want to explore the country as a potential place to move and invest in property. So what we're seeing now is emails have been coming in. Dennis, I had this trip planned to Belize in March. I couldn't get down there, obviously, and I'm waiting for the country to open back up so I can get down there and I can look for some real estate. All right, that wave, that big wave, that's not going to start to hit the island until at least next, I would say, January, February, even March, because people are going to be more cautious. They're going to put their plans on hold. Not all of them. Some are going to put their plans on hold, but the desire is still there. That pent-up demand is still there. So imagine now next January or February, I bet you the real estate offices in St. Pete are just going to be slaughtered. I think they're just going to be swamped with business, right? They're going to be touring every day. They're going to have multiple clients per day. Why? Because this big pent-up demand now. People haven't been able to travel there freely for, it's going to be 6 to 9 months, right? So all the sales now that they would have had during these months, plus more, because of COVID-19, the additional people now that are looking to leave the States is just tremendous. I mean, there's, I can't tell you, almost every call I get lately is for people looking to actually relocate to Belize. Some are purchasing condos and homes. Others are purchasing land to build on. Some are just purchasing investment properties to help fund their new life in Belize. And so if some are going to wait till next January and February, right now, for us real estate investors, now we have this window of opportunity to buy in areas that they're most likely going to want to live, right? So what am I doing every day? First thing I do, I wake up, I check my contacts, my guys who have boots on the ground on the island. What'd you find out? Who wants to sell? Where's the property located? All right, is there any negotiation on that? Do they really need all their money up front, or can they do some financing? You know, next guy, what did you find? Where is it located? All right, good deal. All right, I'll buy that. Steph and I have been buying properties ourselves. There's opportunities now. Why? These properties that I'm buying now, I'm not going to build on them, right? I'm buying them now to sit on them, to wait for the wave that's coming. And so you know, guys, that sorry, you know that I never, ever push a decision, never rush a client to make a decision when it comes to real estate. You take as much time as you need, right? I have no problem with that. I'll work for you for 5-10 years, doesn't matter. When the time is right, you'll buy. When the deal is right, you'll purchase. But I'm telling you right now, for those of you who have some money, who can see your way to get some funds together, to put something under contract, to get something now before this wave starts to arrive back in Belize, now's your opportunity. You're going to be able to do quite well. And you know, you might be saying to yourself, you know what, I don't have any funds right now. My funds are tied up. I'm not going to be able to get anything for like, a couple months. Let's get creative, man. Let's get creative. For instance, right now, let's say you're looking at a property that's cost $100,000. And you say, you know what, I don't have the 100 now. It's going to take me I don't know, 3 or 6 months to get it, let's still make the offer. You know what? Just start making offers on properties. For example, usually a $100,000 property is 10% down, and then the balance at closing 60 days from now. Go to the seller, say, you know what? Let me give you 90,000 for the property. I'll put 5 grand down now instead of the usual 10 grand. I'll give you another 5 grand 60 days from now, and then I'll do the balance in, let's say, 6 months. Will the seller go for that? Probably, right? Because you're giving him some money in his pocket. He needs money now, right? So he's willing to negotiate a bit, right? You don't, I mean, these are the times to stick to the rules, guys. Right now, I know a lot of real estate guys in Belize are sitting back, and they're not even working these days. Why? Because they don't know how to negotiate. And this is no slam against any of them, because I'm good friends with many of them, but a lot of them just, they don't present offers, you know, they don't negotiate with the buyer and seller. They don't go, you know, the property is listed for 100 and closing in 60 days, and that's it. You don't have the money, you can't close in 60 days. Well, sorry about your luck. Me, I'm not like that, man. I'm going to the seller. Say, look, what do you need? What can I do to help you? Going to the buyer. What do you need? What can I do to help you? Let's get you something now. And I'm telling you, for those of you who can invest with me now, over the next 14 days, 21 days, 2 months, I think we're all going to do very well. Very well, guys. This is an opportunity. Opportunities like this don't come along very often, but with so much uncertainty in the world today, and you can see it, right? I mean, I almost shudder to click on the news every morning, which I do a quick scan just to make sure I'm not missing anything important. But it's like, oh my goodness, can things get any worse? Or can the negativity and just the overall, I don't know, just negativity, man. Can it get any worse? People today, they're tired of that. They want something different. And I think Belize is going to give many people that opportunity to have a different life, to start a new chapter, to get some of the freedom that you're looking for, to get some of their joy in life back, right? So listen, all that to say, let's get back to the purpose of this video. August 15th, is it a good thing? I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or not. You're dealing with a virus that's not much is known about it, but there's a ton of opinions. Would I get on a plane and go down August 15th to Belize? No way. Absolutely no way. There's going to be enough people that do. All right. So they're going to provide the country with some income. That's fine. You guys do what you want to do. There's no way Steph and I are going back right now. There's too many unknowns, too much uncertainty. I'm going to wait till it opens back up in full and we know what we're dealing with. But if you're going to move there, if you got plans to move and you're going to relocate, do it, man. Buy those tickets, get down there, get yourself rented. If you're just going for vacation, wait, man. December, January, February, just wait. And if you're an investor, the best thing you can do right now, even if we don't get you into a property right now, best thing you can do, hit me up on the link below, buy me a Starbucks, we'll get on Zoom, we'll at least get a relationship going, so when the time is right, we can get you into a property. All right, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you listening to my little rant today. I'm a little fired up. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I got to get home now. I got a client call in about 10 minutes. So thanks all for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.